Oh my God, we're doing a video. Um, yes, I'm in my car, but no, I'm not driving. So no safety lectures. But I keep having these thoughts I want to talk about. And I keep going, well, when I get home or when I have better lighting or whatever, and then I either forget or I get busy or distracted or whatever, and they never come out. So we're doing a car video and we're going to talk about it. But so here's what I talk about. I tend to be an overthinker, and I think, like, I ponder deeply and process through just about everything that I say or do or feel or encounter. And, I don't mean that with a negative association. It can be exhausting sometimes, obviously, but I feel like I learn really valuable lessons there, and I make really deep connections with so many things when I sit and think through it. So here's an example, and you tell me if any of this makes sense, right? So I'm driving along tonight, and I'm just content, and I'm jamming out to my music, and I'm just having a good time and not really paying attention. And all of a sudden, this car rushes up behind me and flashes their lights, and I'm like jarred, right? And I'm like, what did I do? Like, my headlights are on. I'm looking for something. It's my speed. I'm going too slow, right? And I'm like, well, I'm doing 35. What's the speed limit here? And it's 40. And I'm going, wow, I'm only 5 miles an hour under, and somebody's really upset by that. And so I also was realizing, I've got a lot of speeding tickets in my day, and I know very well that if you go over the limit, you can be pulled over and cited. And so it's a very small window there that we're boxed into, right? Without having penalties or repercussions one way or the other. We're upsetting somebody, or we're getting in trouble, or we're being scrutinized. And I wonder how many other times in our lives we're doing that to ourselves and each other. Like, we're really relegating ourselves to these tiny windows of behavior, and that feels like a lot of pressure. Like, that we always have to conform within this very narrow window here to avoid, ramifications. And I wonder how we can be people that are more in flow and be more compassionate when we're outside the lines with each other and ourselves, that we're not like, oh, this person's, a terrible idiot because they're going too slow, or and oh my gosh, I can't believe I made a mistake and I'm a horrible person now and I'll never, figure it out, or financially or emotionally, or, how often are we doing that? How many places in our lives are we really restricted to this just really narrow window of behavior? And it doesn't feel very free or authentic to live that way and conform that way. I don't know. So that's a deep thought, right? This is the overthinking that I do. And so tell me what you think. I'd like to know if I'm totally crazy, if, it doesn't make any sense, and if the videos are good. Okay, have a good night.